Oh! I'm not touching that switch again. Hello and welcome to a neat collection of Range Rovers from the old-fashioned Velar right up to the modern Autobiography. Now today I will be going through the whole timeline of Range Rover from the Velar to the Autobiography to see the differences between each one throughout the years. Now we have the Velar over here, then we're on to the 30th anniversary, then the half millionth version, and then the Autobiography, which should be the most luxurious and amazing car in the world. It's going to be amazing. So I'm going to hop into the Velar and see what that's like. It's a manual. The rest are all autos. It's a manual with a Rover V8. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's like. So let's get in the car and have a go. Right, first one is the Velar, which is a 3-door. So could I have the back seat passengers in first, please? Because it doesn't have back doors. That's not the rear seat. The Velar was the code name for the Range Rover to cover up the project, and it was the sporty Land Rover, and it had 3 doors, the third one being the rear hatch, which I don't really think is a door, because it literally is the hatch, kind of, I think you'd class this as a 2-door. It's a sports car.
This looks, I don't even have words for this.
It looks like a 60s church.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the wing mirrors are in the front. They're on the end of the bonnet. That's weird. Where's the indicator? That's the windscreen wipers.
Is it not like a button or something?
A very special car. One of the first ever Range Rovers in existence. It sounds incredible, but I can't get used to where the gear stick is.
Do you remember when you used to get dropped off at school in a coach?
I think that's
bus driver called Jim. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Okay, so we're in the back of the original Range Rover Velar.
We're going 30, but it feels like about 100.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
If any,
The steering's a little bit vague.
Yeah.
This is 35. I'm holding up a lot of traffic, but it feels like 60. Although we can't really trust the speedo.
That is true.
There's only 4 gears. I want a 5th one.
There's 4 gears.
Yeah, this is 50 in 4th gear.
It needs fit. It needs a fit.
Use overdrive. It might have overdrive. There's a switch here. I'm going to try it. What did that do? Oh! I'm not touching that switch again. There it is. It takes about a year to find the gear.
Oh, no, yeah. 3rd gear is particularly hard to find.
4th gear I always worry about because reverse is next to it. Oh, the tunnel. Do you think we could get some sound?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a weird sound.
Oh, that was sound.
V8.
that is good.
I can't find 3rd again. Okay, we're going for 2nd, okay? That will do.
This is the Jaguar Land Rover Parts Centre.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at those comfortable cars.
Lots of Range Rovers.
I'd say it is actually quite comfortable.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Fridge.
It's certainly not a fridge.
Oh wow, look at that GT350.
Nice.
Oh, instant.
Oh, yeah, instant aircon.
Next up was the 30th anniversary Range Rover P38a. I wonder if it's actually fast with a 4.6 litre. Yes! As it pulls. Change. It changes at over 5,000 RPM in sport mode. Now they only made 100 of these, so we need to be careful.
Yes.
This car was very ahead of its time as it had self-leveling suspension and it had 4-wheel drive with a central locking diff. However, celebrating the 30th anniversary in this Wimbledon green colour, they only made 100 and they were a very special edition of Range Rover. I can't get to grips with this automatic gearbox though, it keeps wanting to change down and change up. I want it to kind of remain constant ideally.
I mean, I have to say that if you were to say to me, you know, could you put Radio 2 on, I'd struggle to understand which button to press. And by the time I look back up,
So half of these have TVs in the back, does this?
these do have TVs in the back. It's also got a remote control.
Oh, does it? Is that like to turn on BBC?
Well, it's got 3 options.
Oh,
so
yeah.
one is
Continue
Navi.
1.5
Navigation,
miles.
right?
Yeah. The second one is TV/video.
That makes sense. So
Yeah.
watch
So DVD player here.
What's the third one?
Well, third one is Italy.
What? Press Italy, see what happens. Do we
Ready?
teleport?
No.
I don't feel any more Italian. What's it like in the back? It's the worst question I've ever asked.
No, in the back it's good. There's a good amount of space. There's seat belts, which is better than the last.
Yeah,
last one.
that's a lot.
There's a DVD player, 2 TV screens. There's a remote control that takes you to Italy, and there's a remote control which. What do you think that is? Is that's CD radio? I think.
Oh, I don't feel safe in this car.
It's got a bit of roll on it, hasn't it?
got a
Really.
bit of roll.
How have you found this one to the last one?
Oh, it's far more modern, but it's still just as wobbly and all over the place and vague.
Doesn't feel as special.
Doesn't feel as special, no. I'm going to forget about this one, but I probably won't forget about the old Velar.
Next was the half millionth Range Rover ever made.
Oh, a Hurricane.
Nice, the Hurricane. Wow, it's a nice colour as well.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
But I bet that was never owned by David Seaman.
No semen in that car.
No Seaman in that car. I was expecting the steering wheel to be huge for huge hands, but no, I've got good grip on this. So this is the half millionth Range Rover that was ever made, and David Seaman was brought along to advertise it, and he loved it so much that he bought it and owned it for 3 years. So this very car was owned and driven by David Seaman. Ooh, some sounds.
Come on, Hannah.
Here we go. Oh, hey!
Sounds good.
Yes! 4.4 litre V8. This does handle a lot better than the previous 2. It does have a sport mode. That feels no different. I'm sure it just livens it up. It sounds great. Alright, let's go. That's responsive.
That's good.
It picks up.
Great.
This changes gear at about 6,000 RPM, but it doesn't sound like it's trying to struggle to get up there this time. This feels modern, I'm going to say. I'm going to claim it. For a car as old as what it is, 2002 car, it feels like a modern car.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Apart from the switches and things on the dash, just to drive it feels fairly modern. However, we don't have the autobiography to compare to.
That's true.
And finally, the 2017 Range Rover Autobiography.
It does feel like a Rolls Royce in there, though.
It does.
Has it got a seat in the middle?
No, it's got
No,
the fridge thing.
Got a fridge. Okay, they've swapped
it's
the
got
seats for a
clips in
fridge.
Who needs children
That's
when you can have
unnecessary.
champagne?
This is the autobiography version, so it's the top spec. Oh, this car does have massaging seats, by the way.
Oh,
Right,
right.
does it?
There's a naturally a
I'm
head.
being massaged. What have you done?
Why are you being massaged?
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. Is this you massaging me?
I think
Does
so.
this count as you giving me a massage?
I am now classed as a masseur. Sounds good.
Sound, yeah.
For a diesel.
No, it's a petrol.
TDVA.
Is it a TDVA?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it was a petrol from that noise in front of us. Ferrari 509.
Well spotted.
That's what I do now. Is it a GTO? No, it's not a GTO. It's a GTB, but nonetheless, lovely. I bet he's not having massaged back.
No. I think private jets could learn a lot.
Panoramic roof in a private
Panoramic
jet.
roof. Panoramic floor.
To be honest, I'll leave that decision to the jet makers.
Oh wow, there are a lot of windows in this. I can see everywhere. There's actually no blind spots. There we go. And that's the end of that. That's the end of our massage. The whole experience was just one big massage. And that was pretty much the history of Range Rover, and there was such a development from the classic Velar, which is such an event to drive, up to the easy to drive Range Rover Autobiography of today with massaging seats and all the bells and whistles. And now I am back in my MGB, a very different car to drive than the huge Range Rovers that I've been used to today. And now we're going to head to a camping spot with Jaguar Land Rover, with the new Range Rover Velar, as well as a Jaguar Project 8, the new supercharged XE, to do a bit of glamping, glamorous camping. We have a Ferrari F12 there, old Porsche, Hurricane. I'm with Jaguar Land Rover.
That's not a problem, sir. Follow this track straight down. You see the white picket fence around the outside. They'll deal with everything up there.
Okay, thank you. So I'm parked up next to these massive American style trailers, which I will be staying in. There's my MG here, next to an F-Type Mustang, some Range Rovers. I think we should go inside and have a look at where I'm staying the night. So here they all are, and right in the middle we have the new Project 8, as well as a Velar and the new XF Sport Brake. Three cars I've actually never seen before, so it's quite special seeing them now. Right, welcome to my crib. It's got the kitchen area, some seating, some goodies, television, going to be watching lots of absolutely nothing on that. Beds. Is this a bathroom? Oh my god, that's a weird door. And what a nice little site we've got here. The new XE Project 8. Oh, another TV, because one's not enough. I've just noticed these seats have a massage function, much like the Range Rover Autobiography I drove today. Heat. I'm being massaged for the second time today. I think it's time for some drinks.
Welcome to Jaguar Land Rover UKPR campsite.
This car's all about the function. So, form follows function very much on this car. There's nothing frivolous on it whatsoever. It's all about power and performance on the car. Some of the challenges, to do 200 miles an hour in a car like this, you get a huge amount of air pressure coming in through the bonnet of the car. So things like the vent here is there to actually just let the air out at 200 miles an hour. If you don't have that, the whole bonnet starts bulging up and actually will bend if you don't extract the air. This car is set in track mode, so it's got a front splitter that's adjustable, track mode. The suspension is manually adjustable and it is lowered on the car.
Oh, they've started it up! They've started it up! What are they doing? Oh!
Go on, from the grass.
Do some donuts!
Do some donuts.
Right, the Velar. The Velar. Let's try out the back.
I just want to measure and see how you got this idea.
How far away are they?
Adam, what do you think?
It's quite minimalistic in here. I mean, there's not a lot going on. It feels quite small.
It's very glossy.
It's glossy, I'll give it that.
I think the details though, so look, like the little detail here where they've got the Land Rover logo on there.
Oh yeah.
And then, can I take the camera for a second?
You can take the camera for a second.
Let's take a look. This is the detail on the outside, just with the Velar logo. We've got that door. Look at that there. It's not very good because light. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I believe the Range Rovers of today have that already.
Hand it back.
But it feels very modern, I'll give it that.
Yeah. Is that a Land Rover logo? I've never seen them combine the Land Rover logo and the Range Rover
things
logo.
that pop out, or they're twisty, but this pops out.
That one pops out when you drive. Yeah. So that is purely just for, that's your gear stick. So like rather than having a stick,
panoramic roof. And here we have the new XF Sport Brake as well.
That's one not getting out.
Ah, that's better. So that was Jaguar Land Rover's stand at Goodwood Festival of Speed 2017. I'm quite tired now after a long day of work, but it was a great fun driving the history of the Range Rover. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, insight of the behind the scenes at Goodwood, and thanks for watching. Liked the video? Own the t-shirt. Simply follow the link in the description below for this and more.